I need to first be financially free. So what is financially free? Let me define my version. Is when your expenses are covered by the money your money makes. Simple. So if you have 20,000 rupees a month expenses, and the money you've invested makes 20,000 rupees a month, and your income is never spent, you're financially free. So you'll never be broke again, right? So even if you lose your job, who cares? Because your life will never change. Now most people have never even thought of that. So I'm 19, I'm 21, I've got a lot of money, I blow the money because I have no financial plan, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know, I'm buying everything for everyone, everywhere I go. I go to Dubai, I waste money there. You know, I go buy a car, I waste money there. You know, I go out and do all this kind of stuff, I waste money. I start going on Amazon, well, there was no Amazon then, but Amazon and buying stuff all the time. And I'm just going around, you know, walking around like some kind of lord thinking that I've arrived. You know, that kind of thing, right? So I'm trying to say that I lost all the money because I didn't know what to do with my money. I have no idea. But 24, I discovered. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. If you are above the age of 25, you guys, you have a few years to really goof up, so goof up as much as you want. If you're above the age of 25 and you are not on track to financial freedom, you are going to struggle. Let me be the angel of doom and gloom for a quick second. Let me get that part out of the way. If you have children that are 14, in the next 5 years, they're going to go, in the next 5 years, you've got studying to do, education. After that, you've got marriage. So you better have a lot of stack of money ready for that. When you get older, you need to have enough money to have a good lifestyle. If you depend upon a government pension or your investments that you have no idea what the state of the world is going to be and what's going to happen to your investments. Look at what happened in the United States a few years ago. So the only way to be successful is to have financial freedom of your own. So you are in charge of your money. I don't give my money to anyone who is not a wealthy human being themselves. Most people go to a bank, they have a financial advisor who will invest your money. If you ask them how much money they've invested, nothing. Because they have no money. So why would I give my money to someone who doesn't invest their own money? I'm going to go to someone who's wealthy. I'm going to go to someone who knows what they're doing. I want to go to someone who's goofed up, who's made money, who's goofed up, who's made money, made. And if I don't find those kind of people, I'm in trouble. Here's another quick question. How many of you personally know on a friendly basis of conversation, which means you can pick up the phone anytime you want, at least one millionaire? Millionaire means I'm talking about $1 millionaire at least, which is 5 crores a year income. How many of you know at least one millionaire you can pick up the phone to? The rest of you? No? So then what do? How do you become wealthy? Birds of a feather flock together. If you don't find those kind of people, the probability of wealth goes down. So all of my friends at 19 were people that would never have been rich. But all of my friends from 19 to 21 had a purpose only to be rich. So what changed? Did I change? No. I changed my environment. So my whole world by changing the environment. Here's a metaphor for you. A rat comes into the room. If there's garbage here, I throw garbage on the floor. I throw rotten food on the floor. The insects will come, the cockroaches will come, the rats will come. Do you agree? Say yes. Yes. Now if I clean it up with disinfectant, will a rat come? Yes, it will come. Will it stay? Never, because rats like environments where they can breed. The same way with human beings. If you hang around with people that are not wealth driven, the probability of you becoming wealthy goes down significantly. In fact, I spent 10 years going to every wealth seminar in the history of the world. I've done NLP, EFT, ABC, XYZ, wealth this, wealth that, wealth this, and nothing worked for me. I'm telling you, nothing worked for me. If it did work, it was temporary. But what changed my life in a hack, I call it a hack, is you guys. The people I hang out with. That's what changed my world. That's why parents are so concerned about the friends you have. I never understood that. One day, my father told me, I don't like any of your friends apart from 2 of them. Call them up and break friends with everybody. How do I do that? He sat me down, and I'm not kidding you, I was very young. He made me call everybody and say, I'm not your friend. not your friend, not your friend, not your... I'm not kidding you. And the two friends I've got today in London, one is called Harish and one is called Charanjit, he's in Canada, are still my friends today. And the rest of the guys who were my friends are either messed up or doing nothing because the company you keep will change. Now, here's a quick question for you. Honest answer to yourself. You don't have to answer me. How many times a day do you think about wealth creation? Think about it. Most of you are thinking, well, I've got to pay this bill, I've got this problem, my wife said this to me, my husband said this to me, someone else's wife said this to me, and someone said this to me, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing... But how much time do you spend on wealth creation? Because I didn't. 18, 19, no conversation. Between 19 and 21, my entire focus was, I want to be financially free. For who? Not for me. Not for me at all, but for who?